All right, let's talk about a comeback story that truly defines what it means to be a champion. We're going to dive into the incredible journey of one of cricket's brightest stars, Jemimah Rodrigues. The dizzying highs, the crushing lows, and the resilience that is just, wow.
127, not out. This is the score that put her name in the history books. A career-defining moment on the world's biggest stage. But to really get how powerful this moment was, you have to understand the journey it took to get there. And believe me, it was anything but easy. You know, behind that incredible triumph was a month of intense personal struggle. Jemimah herself later opened up about it, admitting she cried almost every single day, fighting this deep anxiety. When you hear that, it just makes what she did on the field even more unbelievable.
So let's start right there with the moment that turned her into an absolute legend, the 2025 Women's World Cup semifinal. And this was not just another game. This was history in the making.
Okay, so picture this. The stage is set for an epic showdown. You've got India, hungry for their first ever World Cup title, going up against Australia, the titans, the giants of women's cricket. The pressure was just off the charts.
Australia puts up a massive target, 339. Now, in a World Cup knockout match, chasing a score that high wasn't just tough. People thought it was impossible. No team had ever done it before. But with Jemimah Rodrigues holding it all together, India did the impossible. They pulled off a legendary victory.
So, you gotta ask, where does someone get the kind of grit to perform under that kind of pressure? Well, her story starts way before that World Cup night, back in the neighborhoods of Bandra.
Her whole journey really began in Mumbai, with her dad, Ivan, as her coach. And get this for support. When her school didn't have a girls' cricket team, her dad just went and started one. Also, she'd have a place to play. That's incredible.
And what's wild is that cricket wasn't even her only thing. Gemma was a legit two-sport prodigy. She was also amazing at field hockey. We're talking national level in both sports before she finally had to choose the cricket bat.
Her rise in cricket was, well, meteoric. She made her debut for Mumbai's under-19 team when she was just 12 and a half years old. By 17, she'd already smashed a double century. So an international debut wasn't just likely, it was pretty much inevitable. And sure enough, it happened just a year later.
I mean, she was one of the brightest young stars in Indian cricket. She was absolutely living the dream.
But you know, the path to the top is never, ever a straight line. Every great athlete faces some kind of adversity, and for Jemimah, the biggest test of her entire career was just around the corner.
And then, the dream just came to a screeching halt. After a tough patch, a dip in form, she was dropped from India's 2022 World Cup squad. For a player who had only known success after success, this was an absolutely crushing blow.
And as if that wasn't hard enough, this professional low was happening at the same time as some immense personal struggles. She was facing just horrible online abuse and battling serious anxiety off the pitch. It was a time that would test her like nothing else.
So to come back from all of that, she really had to find strength outside of the game, beyond the boundary lines. And this is where we get to see the real person behind the player.
See, off the field, she's known for this vibrant, super fun-loving personality. She's a talented musician. You can often find videos of her playing the guitar and singing. She's really grounded by her family or strong Christian faith in her hobbies, which give her that balance from the high-pressure world of pro sports.
And of course, that success and that amazing personality have made her a huge commercial star, especially with women's cricket just booming. Her income comes from all over, national contracts, big brand deals, and a massive salary in the Women's Premier League. It's a real sign of her star power.
To all of this, the struggle, her family, the faith she found outside the game, it all builds and leads us right back to that one incredible night in Mumbai.
Walking into that 2025 semifinal, she had a whole new perspective. Her mantra was simple. She just kept telling herself, just stand here, just hang in there. It was a message that came from a place of deep faith and hard-won resilience. And look, that performance in the semifinal was no fluke. It was the result of a career built on consistency. Her ability to score runs in all three formats of the game, from fast-paced T20s to classic test matches, it just speaks to her pure talent and incredible work ethic. Her value as a top-tier player? It's undeniable. In the Women's Premier League auction, she was picked up by the Delhi Capitals for a staggering 2.2 crore rupees. That cemented her status as one of the highest-paid female athletes in the entire country. Honestly, her journey is such a powerful reminder that while talent is huge, it's that grit, that refusal to quit that makes a true champion. She proved that even after the absolute darkest moments, a star can shine brighter than ever. And it kind of leaves us with one powerful question, doesn't it?